Hey guys, it's Bruno Skies. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to actually collab like a boss, because I've done some collabs with some people, and it's clearly like their first time or they're just not familiar with it. So I'm going to show you how I've collabed with Gummy Beats and Cash Money AP. These are kind of, I guess you could say, like the industry standard to when it comes to collaborating, especially with FL Studios. So the first thing I would do is, you cook up a melody, right? I got these chords, right? It'd probably be like some kind of R&B thing or whatever. And then after, the first thing I would do is export the MIDI, alright? So let's name this just a collab, alright? So the first way that I'd name this MIDI is I would put the BPM, which is up here, and the key. I don't know the key yet, so I'll just we'll just name this chords for now, and I'll show you a trick to getting the chord, getting the key afterwards. Alright, so they're these two layers are the exact same MIDI, so I just saved it once, right? Because there's no need to have both. And then another major key is don't just send one instrument, like just the piano. It's really hard to just work with that, because especially if he doesn't have the MIDI. But if you have the MIDI, it's a little bit different. But I like to send a second layer or a second melody as well, just so that he kind of has an idea of where I'm going with the beat. Alright, so now it's time for exporting the actual wave files. So let's do save as wave. Actually, isn't there an easier way to do this? Oh yeah, select both of those, send them to the mixer channel, or whatever the fuck it's called. Open it up there. Save as. Alright, so here we're going to have the BPM and then the key. I'll show you how to get the key afterwards. So now we're going to save it. We're going to split mixer channels. And then the next thing, we're going to make sure that we leave the remainder on. So if it had, for example, it won't end at 9 bars now, because it has a little bit of reverb. It's going to wait till the reverb dies out, or even say the note has like some, I think it's called like sustain or some shit. It's like when you let go of the note, you can still hear it. It's going to let that play off, and it's going to save that, because if you send like 8 bars with no MIDI and the leaves off, like you took off the remainder, it just sounds like shit, and the person is just sitting there like, fuck, why did I ask to collab with this guy? Alright, so now you're gonna click start. Now we're gonna go to the collab thing. Okay, so you delete current and master are like pretty much the same thing most of the time. So now we have those, and here's how I'd get the key, because a lot of the time I make melodies and I don't really know what fucking key it is. So I just drop the master in there. Oh, this is a program called Key Finder, by the way. It's free online. If you can't find it, just send me a DM or an email. I'll send it to you. Alright, so it's F. I'm gonna assume that it's F major, or we'll just add it in as F. So yeah, now we're just gonna rename all these. So this one's F keys. This one's gonna be F layer. Alright, so look, and then we're gonna rename the chords. Alright, so 40 BPM, F, MIDI. Alright, so now look, if he doesn't fuck with the sounds that we sent him, he can change it. He can also change the BPM if he wants, and he also has a second layer. So if he does like it, now he has like a better idea of where the beat's going and how he can maybe add drums or bass line to it. So now that you do this, the next thing to do is you should have WinRAR. If you don't have that, compress it as a zipped folder. So this is pretty much what happens. It becomes one of these things, like when you download some shit. See, look, I did it with Cash Money AP as well. And you open that bitch up, and he has all the files. If you've already started the beat, there's another way to do this as well. Say you've added drums or whatever. Say you have your whole beat ready, whatever. I think you have to add all the instruments you're using into the mixer channel. but then after you click export, zipped loop package, and pretty much it'll save all the samples that you're using as well as like the MIDI or whatever, and then it'll save the FL project file. But this is the first way I showed you is the safest way to go about it if you don't know what DAW they have. But if you know have FL, just do the zip loop package. It's a lot faster and more effective. Now, I hope this helped you guys out. You know, like I hope this clears up collabing with you people, and I don't know what else to say, so get to work, boys.